Hey, Prez. Congrats on the selection. Glad you're here.
Thank you, man. I mean, shoot, it's crazy to feel like I'm an all-star with all these great players, you know?
You've been playing well. You deserve it. And now it's time to put on a show for these fans.
All right, let's do it. I'll see you out there.
This is it, the showcase for the absolute best of the NBA. And let's go. Well, great story, David. Thank you.
I love this event so much because it combines the world-class ability of these players with the freedom of the playground.
Yep, it's the greatest and certainly the most fun pickup game these players will ever play.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Prez is checked in.
And, you know, fan voting is what determines the starters in the All-Star game. Then the coaches will decide on the reserves. But either way, whether you're picked by the fans or the coaches, earning the title NBA All-Star, that's an honor none of these players will ever forget.
And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Prez, he's in at point guard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Anthony Davis. Then it's Harden, and it's Towns in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Well, Greg, one thing we know for sure, you know that every player who earned a spot on this roster is going to see his share of action. Spreading the minutes evenly, as you've always talked about, is always a top priority for these All-Star game coaches.
And you're so right, Kevin. I mean, for all the hard work these players put in to get here, I mean, each one deserves a chance, if you will, to share the spotlight. It's one of the great things about the All-Star game.
Good on the bucket. Towns has got 5.
And he's been a gem this year. I mean, there have been so many highlights for him all over the first half of this season.
And I've got a feeling, Greg, he's just getting warmed up. I think he'll be even better after the All-Star break.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
And that one's good, Irving.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Now here's Prez. Lock at 6. Irving with the steal. George up top. And it's George finishing it off.
Amazing athleticism from George. I mean, sprinting towards the bucket and getting there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
That is all-star basketball at its best. The alley-oop run to perfection.
There's the feed to DeRozan. Back to Irving. Leonard with the steal. Launches a 3. Offensive rebound. Towns against George. Davis kicks to Prez. Inside, second chance shot, and Towns lays it in. He's got 9. Towns has gone 4 for 5 from the floor tonight. Just 1 miss. Here's Irving. That one doesn't go. AT that time from Leonard. Oh, Leonard in position.
And there's a wide open man. Prez finds it.
Timeout called, East All-Stars.
And look, rightfully disappointed with how they played here over the course of this run.
Yeah, you know, they haven't looked good at all here lately. Something has to change for him. And we'll see what he's got coming out of the timeout.
New players in now for the East. So an almost entirely new group now for the West. Marc Gasol's checked in for Towns. Blake Griffin comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Anthony Davis. And it's C.J. McCollum in for James Harden. Prez kicks to Gasol. That one good for 2.
What about the passing from Prez, shredding the defense with his exceptional vision?
The West All-Stars have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. Love outside. Outside, Batum. And Wall kicks to Batum. Outside, Butler. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Butler's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
And Wall. Here we go now. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. First trip to the line for him here. That's good from Wall. And so Wall nails both of them. 1:41 left to play in the first. It's stolen by Vucevic. Wall passes to Butler. It's stolen by Prez. To the right side. Fires it up. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
I think he was surprised by how much space he had there and just rushed the shot a little bit.
From deep, Wall, Love. Griffin grabs the board.
And you know what? Defensively, both teams have picked it up as we've gotten a little deeper into this game.
A little more competitive fire and intensity being shown out there now.
And Love gets it to go. 55 seconds left here in the opening quarter. McCollum outside to end the run. And it's Griffin getting it to go. Griffin's got his first basket. And it's the East All-Stars with the ball. 6-point game. Batum dishes to Love. And a little luck that time, but it drops. Love's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Now here's Prez. He's tightly guarded. Trains the three-pointer. Prez has got his second bucket tonight.
He totally lost his defender, broke his ankles, then knocks down the jump.
That was just an amazing play. I mean, you talk about making him reach for thin air. Wow. They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
Here's Griffin on the money from 12 feet away.
He has such a nice touch for a big man.
Yeah, and they've got to figure out a way to get a bigger body on him, because if they don't match up his size, then he's going to continue.
A great event unfolding. 1 quarter of basketball already played, and welcome back, everyone, to this year's coverage of the NBA All-Star Game.
And guys, we've already seen some unbelievable action here tonight.
And there will be plenty more to come. We know that. All-Star action never disappoints.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for the East All-Stars, Kemba Walker is out there with Batum. Then there's Jimmy Butler, and it's Vucevic, and it's Love in at the power forward.
Yeah, a little light on the fouls in terms of what's been called tonight, and that's usually the theme in this game.
I agree. I mean, the guys always play reasonably hard, but they don't necessarily play physically, if that makes any sense. The officials' jobs are usually pretty easy in this one.
Here's Butler, and the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. The East making a switch. Thomas is checked in. The West All-Stars also changing it up. Towns, he's checked in for Gasol. Davis comes in for Blake Griffin. And Curry subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Now here's Prez. He's guarded by Thomas. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. Here's Curry. Doesn't go for him. So the East All-Stars will take it the other way. And Walker kicks to Thomas. Walker in the corner. Outside Thomas. Fires from 18. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
And doing a great job here just stringing together solid possessions as they build that lead.
I tell you, there's no substitute for consistency, Greg. You know that. I know it. You can stay in control of the game. They'll stay in control of it if they simply stay good with their execution of the game plan and don't waste any possessions.
There's a good screen. And Walker kicks to Thomas. And the call will be against Prez.
I'm Prez.
That'll be his second foul of the game. And the East All-Stars with some changes. George is checked in for Vucevic. Kevin Durant comes in for Kevin Love. And it's LeBron in for Butler. The West All-Stars also with the sub. Kawhi Leonard is checked in for Gordon Hayward. And it's the West All-Stars ball. They trail by 9 points and finish off by Prez.
And that's all Prez. Cutting into the defense on the drive and then completing the dunk there. He stopped.
Walker with a clean look. Walker missing again. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Prez. And that one falls coming off of Davis's speed. Now just a 5-point East All-Star lead. Outside, Walker.
Oh, gotta move, gotta move.
James outside. Right side, George. Shot clock at 6. George sets a screen for Thomas. That's a miss. He's made one and missed one. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
And stolen by James. And the shot is long. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's on Isaiah Thomas.
Excellent game we've seen from Prez. 12 points, and he's knocked down a pair of three-pointers in this game, too.
And maybe it's time for them to set a few more screens for him up top and let him add to that total.
DeMar DeRozan. He's checked in for the East. James kicks to Thomas. Off the pick. That doesn't go either for Thomas.
That was a half-hearted pick, and he was just going through the motions on that possession, and now ends up costing him.
Ring shot on the way, and DeRozan with the basket on the assist by Durant. DeRozan's got his first points of the night. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the East All-Stars.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
The other thing that's helped them early tonight are the points they've been able to convert off turnover.
And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. Now it's a 7-point East All-Star lead. Curry kicks to Prez. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2.
And how about the skill from Prez down on the block, working hard inside and getting the contact in the process. And just a much better job of attacking and getting to the line here in the second quarter. Didn't have a single attempt in the first.
The West All-Stars making a switch here. Westbrook's checked in. And the rejection by Leonard. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Westbrook. Welcome back to the second. Prez is checked in for Russell Westbrook. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. And the West All-Stars looking at who they've got. Prez in at point guard. Anthony Davis is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Kawhi Leonard. And it's Harden in at the 2 spot. Here's Prez. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
I just love the tenacity that Prez displays, going straight into the heart of the D there and drawing the foul.
Well, just as we expected, they've made the most of their chances at the free throw line. That's definitely been a factor so far.
James kicks to Irving. The 3. West All-Stars with the rebound.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
And, Greg, we've seen it time and time again in games. Effort and determination on the glass can make up for a lot of other weaknesses.
And here's Harden for 3. Towns, the pass to Harden. Towns, the screen. Harden dishes to Towns. Here's Prez. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
And, you know, Prez's ability to capitalize on these and-one chances are why he's so respected in the game of basketball. Superior strength on display there.
And the East All-Stars making a change here. Walker's checked in. It's stolen by Prez. To the paint. He's looking for Leonard and finds him.
No hesitation at all on the alley-oop. Saw his teammate with a path to the hoop, and bang, lobbed it right up there for him to finish.
And he was ready for it when he elevated and made the catch.
And he chose the conservative finish with the nice, easy layup, which was a good decision.
Here's Prez. Paul George grabs the miss.
You can see he just rushed that a little bit. Lost the focus, I think.
Tell you what, as well as he shot in the last quarter, Kevin, it's a total flip here in this one. He just can't get anything to go in the basket.
Towns kicks to Prez. They double him with George. And Towns the bucket on the assist from Prez. Prez has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them. He's a dead eye at the line, fellas. Just call him automatic. He doesn't miss many of those.
Left side, Leonard. And it's Durant with the rebound. Durant's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
No other way to put it. Just a poor shooting performance for him. But luckily, his teammates have picked up the slack. And if you're looking for the main reason that they're trailing in this game, well, look no further than his shooting. I mean, he has hit exactly 0% of his shots. And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's a +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamorous stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
LeBron kicks to Walker. No good with the triple. The West All-Stars with the ball. Big run right now going for them, 11-2. Pushing their lead to double digits. And now a 10-point West All-Star lead.
Well, they've done a great job of getting into the middle of that defense and scoring in the paint.
And that's why they're on this run. You get that close to the hoop, and it's a lot easier to make shots. And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
The West making some changes. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Leonard. Hayward comes in for Davis, and it's C.J. McCollum in for James Harden. Griffin with the steal. Prez with the bucket. And an important part of every team's game, a look at the hustle stats for the West All-Stars.
Their high-energy defensive effort has paid off for them, guys, with more than a few steals over the course of the ballgame.
Yeah, but also, they haven't missed a beat in terms of their fast break game. That's been equally as effective all night long. And really like how Prez keeps his hands moving, which is why he comes away with important steals.
Here's Wall. And no good that time. Some solid D here from Prez. Oh, Griffin in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And as they continue to just dominate this game, you have to wonder how much can they win by.
Well, it's on the verge of getting out of hand, Greg. You can feel it. You can see it. In part because the defense has been about as good as the offense, and both have been really good. Great pass. John Wall is really good at finding the open man.
He had 6 points from long range in the first half, but nothing's fallen here since.
Yo, who got Wall?
It's stolen by Prez. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 7.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
The last 5 trips they've had have ended with a great pass leading to a basket. They're really sharing the sugar.
Here's Love. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. And the West All-Stars with possession. Wall with the steal. 18 feet out. And he hits the jump shot. He's got 9.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Offensive rebound, Towns. Great D that time from Vucevic.
If they could end every possession with that shot, they'd be happy. 9 times out of 10, that's an easy layup for them.
Well, folks, tonight a great rebounding game we're watching in progress. And now, with that in mind, let's take a look at the all-time record for rebounds in a single game. How about Wilt Chamberlain with 55 rebounds back on November 24th, 1960.
And guys, that's one of those records that always seemed to me impossible to break. I mean, in the modern era, nobody's even sniffed that 55 rebound mark. I mean, heck, a lot of teams don't get 55 rebounds in a game, and Wilt's owned it since 1960. You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And really can't fault the D there. Prez just torching them with better offense.
Outside Thomas. Butler sets a screen for Thomas. He kicks to Butler. Here's the floater. He takes it up and lays it in. Butler's got 5 points in the quarter.
Oh, such a field shot there, the floater.
Out to the right wing. Griffin kicks to Towns. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. He is 3 for 3 from the free throw line. The free throw drops for Towns. Marc Gasol is checked in for the West. Westbrook comes in for C.J. McCollum. And taking care of the ball has been a problem for him.
That's something they've got to fix. While the defense has been good, a lot of these turnovers have been unforced.
Batum with the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Batum's got 5. Batum's gone 1 of 2 shooting from 3. Westbrook against Thomas. Westbrook passes to Towns. A shot by Hayward, wide open, tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Dishes it to Thomas. From deep. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. West All-Stars lead by 15. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth. We've been having a great time here, and we hope you have been too. The All-Star Game coverage continues. Thanks again for tuning in here to 2K Sports.
And, you always look forward to this game, and this one certainly has lived up to the billing so far.
Hey, watch out now. Watch out.
Are you kidding me? This fella knows how to give these fans their money's worth.
And the replay, of course, presented by Kia. What a play.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Gasol, no good.
And that's a well-contested shot.
Well, we've seen him before. He does not allow you to just get easy baskets. He's always going to make you work for it.
Prez kicks to Westbrook. Great pass to set up the lay-in.
And just a little bit ragged defensively.
Yeah, it's so bad I would even go a step farther and call it raggedy. I mean, that's how their defense has been overall today.
And the West All-Stars with possession. They lead by 17.
And that's what Prez does so well. A tremendous scorer who tries his best to only take quality shots.
Durant's checked in for Jimmy Butler. James Harden, he's checked in for the West. Irving kicks to LeBron. Pass to DeRozan. High, arcing shot. Good, and the assist goes to James. And that's 13 points for DeMar DeRozan.
And he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Launches it. James, no good. And so here are the West All-Stars. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
The West also making a switch. Prez is checked in for Russell Westbrook. Outside, George. Passes it to James. And on the way from Irving for three. And Davis pulls it down.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more. Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
And the call will be against Prez. That's his third foul of the game.
They're doing well overall, but the turnovers have been the exception.
Yeah, it has been, and they've been able to overcome the carelessness to this point, but I'm sure the coaching staff wants that to get cleaned up right now.
Karl-Anthony Towns checked in for McCullough. DeRozan with a screen for Irving.
DeRozan, shoot that.
And DeRozan kicks to George. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
So great play by Paul George tonight. He has 11 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
Man, I like the competitive spirit of George. It's one of the reasons that he's so special as a player. He's overcome a bunch of adversity, which I think has fortified him as a leader on his team and also one of the best two-way players in the game.
In the corner, Irving with it. Back to LeBron. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Misses the three.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Harden can't hit.
He certainly didn't take advantage of the poor defense, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
I tell you what, I think he'd be happy if he can continue to get looks like that.
Got that one up quick. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
Irving for three. And it's James Harden with the rebound. Harden's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
He's had an off game thus far, but his team has been able to pick up the slack and find a way to get it done here.
Fires the three, and that one falls, coming off of Davis's speed. Davis has got his 3rd assist on the night. And George kicks to James. Feeds it to Irving. To end the run. Sinks the triple.
Yeah, such a crafty move. That's an all-star game special right there, folks.
That certainly isn't any regular season move. I agree with that. I mean, you save that kind of move for the big stage of the All-Star week.
Davis in the corner. Leonard dishes to Prez. The 11-footer. Here's Towns. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. First one falls for him.
Boy, is he really getting after it here in the second half, just drawing a ton of fouls.
Here's George, and he overdid it there. Too much force, it looked like, on the foul, and he's called for the flagrant.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on it.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time. And here are the East All-Stars now. Another miss. Boy, they had their chance there, but couldn't get it to go.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball. What a passing display he has put on here tonight.
Yeah, he's spoiling us, Greg. I mean, there's just another fantastic dime drop right there.
Prez,
that one certainly should make the highlight reel.
Presidential pardon.
Here's DeRozan. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Boy, George just has outstanding vision. He's incredible at finding his guys out there, and he's a willing passer as well. Some really terrific numbers for DeRozan. He's got 21 points, and he hasn't forgotten to get his teammates involved either.
And he's conscious, I think, Clark, of good ball movement. It needs to be a part of their game plan throughout.
And the first one drops. John Wall's checked in for the East. And so he hits both. Here's James. Outside, Wall. Here's George. That's good. And so Wall with the assist. Wall's got 3 assists now in this one.
And one of the attributes about George that you really like is that Paul is a gamer. He's somebody who's got a great competitive spirit. He's used to being aggressively defended when he's down near the bucket, but it still doesn't keep him from scoring.
Wasted no time on that one. And the West All-Stars with possession. It's a 14-point game. Prez kicks to Towns. There's the lob to Prez. George with no one around. Knocks down the 3-ball. George has got 20 points.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he heat up?
Prez passes to Leonard. The 15-footer, and he connects with the jumper. Leonard's got 6 points in the quarter.
He is pouring it on in the second half, guys. I mean, a much better showing than he had before the break.
Here's Durant. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall. Harden against DeRozan. Here's Prez.
Did James Harden just break DeRozan? Oh, with the shaking.
The 3-pointer, no good.
Boy, did they need that rebound. I mean, they have struggled on the boards overall, but still with a chance to win.
Exactly, because they've made enough plays to keep it close. And as a result, they're still in it.
And really trying to work the ball inside here and starting to get results. A lot of that offense coming in the paint here in the second half.
C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for the West. It's tipped. Leonard with the ball. Guarded now by Durant. James dishes to Durant. And then Durant with the jam.
And his eyes got wide once he got the ball inside. You just know what he's going to do with the basketball.
Prez kicks to Leonard. DeRozan against Harden. The dish to Prez. The offensive rebound. And Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 24 points.
And that putback about as easy a bucket as you're going to get.
Exactly what happens when you don't box out, Greg.
George. And another field goal in his total. Make it 7 for 14, shooting 50%.
Well, the kind of hustle and effort you see from George is why he's so respected around the league. He's a tireless worker in every aspect of the game, especially on the glass.
Harden against DeRozan, and the basket by Harden. We've got 1:28 left in the game. And Wall kicks to DeRozan. He feeds it to George. Towns with the steal. Durant against Leonard. McCollum outside. Knocks down the 3-ball. And now an 11-point West All-Star lead.
And that's not the way for a team to get back into a game, giving up open shots like that.
Yeah, I agree completely. I mean, there's no way to come back if they continue to allow him to knock down those bombs like that.
They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Check out the game for Durant. He's got 10 rebounds and also 3 steals.
Fundamentals have been on display. He's just done it all today. The passing and also knocking down his freebies.
And that's exactly what they've needed from him, those 2 things.
Prez with the ball. Harden the pass to Prez. 6 on the shot clock. Great look, but off the mark.
And maybe, you know, he thinks he can shoot himself out of the cold spell, but I don't think that's the case. Maybe somebody want to Tell him to ease up off the threes.
Back to Harden. From deep. Rebound by the East All-Stars. They can score it here, but it won't mean much.
Kevin, turn out the lights. This party's over.
It might be. And here is Prez. Here's the three. That's good.
Man, that's a nice-looking shot from Prez. Beautiful. He's just dynamite from behind the arc.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back. Ernie Johnson with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith in the All-Star Game action now in the books. So let's take a look back at some of the footage from our All-Star Game MVP. Prez.
Hey, what's up, man? This is Kenny, man. Great going tonight with your scoring. Did you come into the